New York City is notoriously known as one of the most expensive cities in the world. So we are going to find out today, what can you get for $50 for the whole day? This does not include accommodations, but it does include activities and foods, drinks, and transportation. So we have just $50 to spend for the whole day. Let's go see what we can do. All right, we are on our way to our first stop for breakfast. Well, I'll be honest, guys, it's 11 o'clock in the morning. My mom and I slept like logs for like 10 hours last night. We didn't wake up until 10 this morning. So it's now almost 11 o'clock by the time we're getting out. But this is still gonna be our breakfast. Oh, there's a sushi spot. Good to know. I swear, guys, literally there's just food everywhere here. It's amazing. We are gonna be going to a really popular bagel spot here. So obviously there's tons of bagel places, but this one has some pretty good reviews, so I will show you what it is when we get there. All right, we ended up coming back to the hotel because it was just so close to the bagel shop, and the bagel shop was a little bit hectic. There's really no room to sit there and eat. They have like 3 or 4 outside tables, but people were like waiting for those, like in line waiting for those. So I ended up getting a rainbow bagel, which is one of the things they're known for. They are not the original shop that made them. I believe that was in Brooklyn. But they do have rainbow bagels, which is kind of a gimmick, but it looked fun. So I ended up getting that with a lox and scallion spread, and it looked delicious. I paid $8.65 for that, and then I also got a bottle of water for $1.50. So total came to $11.05 for my breakfast. So I still have a good chunk for the rest of the day. So let's get this bagel out. I'll show you what it looks like. Now, I'm not sure how they actually make the rainbow colors, if it's just food coloring. I would think so, but it turned out beautifully. And then they put a really nice big layer of cream cheese in there. I did get the lox and scallion cream cheese, but they had so many flavors. You could get everything from plain. They had like bacon ones. They had various salmon ones. I mean, they just had so many kinds, and it looks delicious. The bagels are all hand rolled and boiled, so they are typical New York bagels. So I was torn between this and getting an everything bagel, but I figured I can have an everything bagel everywhere. I don't think any of my bagel shops have rainbow bagels near me, so gotta try the rainbow bagel. Let's give it a try. The dough is a little bit sweet, but it's very good. Really good texture, and I did get it toasted. And then the cream cheese, oh my gosh, the cream cheese is delicious. It's got little pieces of Nova lox in it, and then it has scallions, so it's perfect. This was a delicious way to kick off our morning in New York City. Now that we're done with breakfast, I'm gonna head out and we're gonna go and explore the city and see what we can do on a budget. Now that breakfast is done, we are walking over to the subway terminal. We are going to attempt to take the subway and go to the Staten Island Ferry, which is free. Ride over to Staten Island, see the Statue of Liberty. So we are trying to figure out the subway system. I've watched a couple of videos from John at Here Be Bar and Sarah Funk about the subway system. It's still a little bit confusing. We don't have like subways in Phoenix, so I am not used to public transportation. I drive everywhere, so very different from being in New York. But we're gonna try and see if we can figure this out and get to Staten Island. So let's turn you around and see if we can figure it out. Okay, so we are here in the subway. It's hot down here, so be aware that there is like no airflow. So don't come down here super early because it's really hot. All right, we just made it off the subway. We managed to get here. So when you're on the subway, you have to pay attention to uptown, downtown, and the number or letter of the subway. Don't go by the colors that you see on the map, go by the number and letter. So we are now going to make our way over to the Staten Island Ferry. That is free, and it does run 24 hours, and it goes past the Statue of Liberty. It's one of the best ways to see it if you don't want to actually get tickets to go to the Statue of Liberty, which we're not doing. So let's head over to the ferry terminal. We will get our tickets and get on the ferry. When you're here in the ferry terminal, you come upstairs and this is where you can wait. They do have restrooms, they have some food options, there's a little shop, and then you get into these long, massive lines and wait for the ferry, basically. So it's currently about 12:55 and our ferry should be here in about 5 minutes. So we will see you on board. That is the Statue of Liberty right there. Very cool. Free to see on the Staten Island Ferry too.
It's very windy out, so I can't keep my hat on. This is one of the best free things you can do in New York. Go to the Staten Island Ferry. You have to take the ferry over, be on one side, then you have to get off and stand in line and take the ferry back and be on the other side, so you get the Statue of Liberty on that direction. So.
It was very fun though, very crowded, but it's very peaceful. If you get motion sick, it's not rocky at all. So now we're gonna walk to Chinatown and get some lunch.
Yes.
We finally made it to our lunch destination. We are going to be dining at Nam Wah Tea Parlor, and it's actually a Chinese dim sum restaurant. It's the oldest one in Chinatown or in New York. Very interesting history. I actually found a video on this place, so I will try and link that down below. If you're interested in watching it, it talks about the history of the restaurant, of Chinatown, how it came about. Very, very interesting. And the place has really good reviews. Some people say it's a tourist trap, but I, for one, love dining at places with history like this. So we're gonna go in, have some lunch. The prices are good. Again, we're still on our $50 budget. I have like 40-ish, probably like $35 left now at this point. So plenty of money for this. So let's go in, I'll show you the menu, and we will eat some dim sum. So Mom and I ordered 4 things that we are splitting. That way it's going to be about $15 for me, basically per person for lunch. So well within the budget. We ended up getting fried rice, scallion pancakes, shrimp dumplings, and what was the other thing we got? Chicken and cabbage dumplings or something. So they brought the fried rice out and the scallion pancakes, so let's give that a try. It looks really good. Here's what it looks like. The fried rice is excellent. It's very savory, very well cooked. It has the peas and the eggs in it. Definitely good. And then this is the scallion pancake. A little bit bland in flavor. I would put some sauce on it. So they have like soy sauce, they have duck sauce, they have I don't know what else. They have like hot sauce. They have a whole bunch of different sauces. So I would say you would probably want sauce with this, but it is very good. I love scallions. This is really good and crunchy. So we also ended up getting the shrimp dumpling. And they're big dumplings. Look at the size of this thing. It is stuffed to the gills with shrimp. And then the dumpling layer is actually really, it's not like super dense. It's actually a little bit chewy, but it's translucent. It's very like thin. It's really good.
That's the chicken and this is the shrimp. This is shrimp shumai. And the fillings to be hot. Filled with shrimp.
The last thing we got is a chicken and cabbage dumpling, and they are pan fried, and they look so good. I love cabbage. I love cabbage and everything, but this is especially good. If you like cabbage, if you like they're like pot stickers, but giant ones. Delicious. It's so well seasoned, very well cooked. I would highly recommend these ones. So we just finished up lunch, and it's like 4:15 now, so quite a late lunch, but that was delicious. Highly recommend. It has mixed reviews from people, but I really liked it. I thought the food quality was great. The service was wonderful. They were very attentive, and so I thought it was great. We spent it was $32 for the actual food. We got 4 items, and then we left an $8 tip. So in total, we ended up spending around $20-ish a person, which I think is very reasonable for all the food we got. So now that that's done, we are going to walk up and down Mott Street, which is a very famous Chinatown street. So let's go ahead. I'll bring you guys with us as we kind of just walk around. Okay, you guys know I had to get boba. I ended up going to a place called Ali Mama, and this place has really crazy reviews. They have mochi donuts, they have cream puffs, but I ended up getting a boba drink, and it's beautiful looking. The top has like gold leaf on it. Look at this. Like what? But it looks really good. I ended up getting a peach one, so let's give it a try. I don't know how sweet it's gonna be, so let's see. Oh my god, that is so good. It is sweet, but it's not overly sweet. Very refreshing. It's like 80 something degrees out right now. This is perfect. If you are here in Chinatown, Ali Mama can highly, highly, highly recommend this. All right, we just finished up in Chinatown, and now we are heading to Times Square. So we are going to take the subway uptown and get off at Times Square. All right, we just got off the subway, so we are now in Times Square. As you can probably see from behind me, it is packed. Lots of people everywhere. We are just going to kind of walk around and hang out here for a little bit, and then I think we're going to go back to the hotel, rest for a little bit, and then we'll get dinner. Because we're nowhere near hungry, and I definitely want to go back and just put my feet up for a little bit. So let's walk around Times Square and explore though. Alright guys, so it's now about 8 o'clock and Mom and I are here for dinner. We are here at White Castle because I have $6 left, and this is what I could afford. I know technically it's considered like fast food, but I figure it still counts. It's kind of in the realm of like In-N-Out where you can't get it everywhere. And we don't have one of these by us. So because there's a White Castle here, that's what we're gonna do for dinner. And I got 3 of their cheeseburgers. And they are little teeny like sliders. If you've never had White Castle, it's really good. And they come with onion, pickle, and onion, pickle, and ketchup on it. I love these. So for the budget purpose of the challenge, I had $6 left over to spend for dinner, and I only spent $4.74 for dinner. I'd say that's a steal.
You did a good job.
All right, we are back from dinner, and I hope that you guys enjoyed coming along with us for our $50 for the day video. I had a blast. We didn't get to as many things as I was hoping. I honestly way underestimated how long some of this stuff would take, mainly like transportation, getting around, and just not getting lost. And but it was still a lot of fun. So you definitely can do a lot on a little budget here in New York. If you are someone that is coming and is on a pretty strict budget, there's plenty to do that is free. I would say check the museums and like the galleries. A lot of them have free days and free nights for things. And there's like movies and, you know, exhibitions, all kinds of really cool stuff. Unfortunately, we didn't make it to things today, but if you're here in New York, definitely go and check that out. The food is, I mean, it's unmatched, like anywhere in the world. It's just, it's crazy how many food places there are. You can find anything you're looking for, like at any time of night or any time of day, any price range. We walked by a couple of pizza places that were, you know, notoriously dollar pizza slices, and they had deals for $3.99 for 2 slices and a drink, which, I mean, how are they even making money at that point? But it was so much fun. New York is definitely a place that you have to visit at least once. I am not someone that really enjoys being around like super crowded places, which, yes, I know you guys probably started watching me because of my Vegas videos, and that's pretty crowded too. But I just prefer like more secluded spots, if I'm being honest. But New York City is just, it is really cool to see, and there is a lot to do. So yeah, I mean, I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing what we did on a budget. And if you like these kind of videos, let me know in the comments where I should go next, what I should do for like $50 budget or whatever dollar budget you'd be interested in. Because I had a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to kind of research and plan and see how far your money will go. Because, you know, you work hard for your money. You should get your money's worth when you go on vacation. Anyways, guys, I hope that you enjoyed seeing what we did. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.